to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year.
Welcome to Increase. I'm Alpheus, and it's my mission to help you expand your thinking and elevate your life, with knowledge that empowers growth and change. In each episode, we'll dive into powerful ideas, personal development, business strategies, and creative insights, tools that'll challenge the status quo and ignite transformation. Whether you're breaking into new career or to unlock your creative potential or shift your mindset from greater for greater success, you're in the right place. So let's dive in and embark on this journey together. Are you ready to increase? Last time we talked, we dealt with something that I found very much so personal, and that was delayed gratification. And so I want to really dive into this. This is a part two to that segment that we dealt with. And one of the things I want to deal with, especially when it comes to that, is some practical steps. So the first practical step that I want to talk with you is called setting clear financial goals. No one is able to make the kind of wealth that they so desire without having some kind of a budget. Without a budget, you're pretty much going to be treading water. No matter what business, no matter what successful person you ever will encounter, they are people who have actually set themselves into a financial budget. And this financial budget helps them to set their financial goals. So we're going to be working toward helping you to create financial goals. It's easier to say no to distractions when you have a clear set of financial goals. And for an example, if your goal is to save $5,000 for an emergency fund or rainy day fund or whatever, remind yourself of that goal every time you feel the temptation or even the impulse to make a purchase. Now, let's talk about creating a budget that will reflect your priorities. Your budget is your financial blueprint. It's very important that you have a budget. Your budget is going to allocate a portion of your income toward your goal. Before you spend anything else, this is called paying yourself first. And like myself, and many of you have possibly heard that term, pay yourself first. This is a way for you to tangibly pay yourself first. Another powerful strategy is the 24-hour rule, which is whenever you're tempted to make a non-essential purchase, wait 24 hours before you buy it. More often than not, the initial excitement will wear off and you'll realize you don't need the item after all. I mean, think about it. How many times you've been searching on Amazon, you've been on eBay, you've been on various other sites, and you see something that like the deal of a lifetime, and you're like, I gotta get it. I want to get it. It's at a pretty decent price. That is the moment where you want to implement that 24-hour rule. Sleep on it. Think about it for a minute, and then come back. Chances are you're going to change your mind. Now let's address the emotional side of delayed gratification, because delayed gratification is not just about money. It's truly about a mindset. To stay motivated, try these two hacks. The first is visualize your success. Create a vision board or use your financial app, Robinhood or the like, that lets you see your progress. Watching your savings grow can incredibly motivate you to continue on the pathway that you're on. One of the things that many people do every year is they set up a vision board, and on that vision board they have all of the things that they want, but they never put on the vision board how they're going to achieve that goal. I think with visualizing your success, You also need to pair it with those particular apps that allow you to see your savings grow. Therefore, you're able to now match the picture on the wall with what's actually happening tangibly in your life. I think the second hack that would be great for you is to reward yourself along the way. Delayed gratification doesn't just mean deprivation, doesn't mean just you totally stop spending money, but you want to celebrate those small wins. And we talked about that in our last video. You want to celebrate those small wins as as a way or as a means of encouraging to keep moving forward. And an example of this is that you set let's say you want to save $500 towards your goal. So then you treat yourself to a small but meaningful gift. Maybe you go out and instead of going out and purchasing something major or big, maybe just go get some ice cream. So really sit back and go, this is one of those moments where I spent money that I really didn't even have to have a big long thought about or think about process, but also it's something that's rewarding, something that kind of refreshes the palate, so to speak. Lastly, you want to surround yourself with people who support your goals. Share your financial aspirations with trusted friends, family members, or even a mentor. Accountability makes it easy to steady the course. When we are around individuals who really are in a financial space that we want to be in, we surround ourselves with people who are financially disciplined. It begins to encourage us because now you feel like you are a part of the group, a part of the room. You feel like you belong to a group of individuals or people who believe in some of the same things that you do outside of possibly political or religious or some kind of sporting event. But but a group of people who, when you are possibly don't know in the ins and outs of the stock market, but they are a part of it and understand that they can help nurture and give you information and even give you some type of ease while you're going through your baby steps in learning the stock market. I think it's more so also financially responsible to be around those who are financially literate, for those who are going to hold you accountable because they see the bigger picture just like you see it and that they want you to win. Also, remember, delayed gratification is a skill. And like any skill, it gets stronger the more you practice it. Start small, skip one takeout meal this week, and put that money into savings. And over time, those small decisions begin to add up to make so that you're able to make big decisions and major changes in your life. Like muscles in your body, the more you exercise it, the more you consciously think about your financial lifestyle that you want to live, the more you'll begin to find yourself being more disciplined. And it will be less and less hard for you to say no to yourself. Just like when you say no to your child and you want them to understand it, and you also have something greater in store for them, it's the same way even with yourself. Don't just say to yourself no, but also bring the reminder of the why. I believe when you continuously think about your why, the no's become that much more easier. One of the things that I oftentimes try to share with people that is a thing that is often overlooked when it comes to delayed gratification is that it is really based upon not only the goals, but also the future of others. The more disciplined you are financially, the more you also begin to declutter your mind and you also begin to put away the fears of your life. One of the major things that people fear the most is not only not being able to pay their bills, but what if you were to have an emergency, a real emergency, and you don't have the funds to take care of it? By using delayed gratification as a skill set and a tool in your arsenal to becoming a better and healthier you, you're able to have finances set aside so that when those moments happen, that you can really focus on what's going on and not have the fear of or even the weight of not having the necessary resources to do what it is that you want to do. Delayed gratification can be one of the greatest assets that you ever add to your life. And I believe if you take some of the few things that I've talked about in these two segments here, that your life will ever be the changed. I want to say thank you for joining me for this part two series on delayed gratification. If today's episode inspired you, let me know by leaving a comment in the comment section. And even greater, sharing this with a friend or a loved one. All of us need to become more disciplined in our finances, and all of us need help so that we can achieve our own goals. Together, we're learning, growing, and building a brighter financial future. Until next time, I'm Alpheus, and this is Increase. Stay focused, stay faithful, and remember, your future self will thank you for the sacrifices that you make today.